100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Let's go!
Break.
59. Mike's 59. Ready? Switch. Switch.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
80 weapons. Go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Walker steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack on first down, Walker into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to air one out, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Looking to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's more on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
the order.
All day, every day. Any day.
On first down, Dudley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Eason. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
19 yards. First down, Texans.
Ready? 70, Indy. Rock it. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Dudley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
30 base.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Walker. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Look at me, zipper!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it down. 18. Hey, Sam off.
On second down, Dudley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on third down, Eason going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
Ready.
Walker now to throw from his end zone, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Who's that?
On second down now, Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Walker on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw from his end zone. Eason under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs him 2 points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Hey, Charlie!
Rip right. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
To throw is Walker. To throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check 4.
Look at me. Go. You draw Corkers. Hey, Echo.
Pick the edge. Go.
Say go.
On 3rd down, Eason. And he's got his target. That's more. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the backside.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Walker. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Walker, off play action. He's going to launch this thing way down and got his man complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Check, 59. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Walker throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. 80 weapon, a alpha.
Right over there, yeah. Mike,
Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Eason. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Fielded about a yard deep.
got you, boy. Got you, boy.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy, Bravo.
Tight right, tight right.
3 down, 3 down. 3 down.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to break.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Hey, Gator. Hey, two.
From the 41, Walker. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Another try for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense continues to be good.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Hey, wahoo!
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Walker now throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Eason, and he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Robertson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jim, 6-6, pull it high. Go. Get him. Buzz. Get it.
Walker from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Walker flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Throwing on third and long. Walker trying to... This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Check three.
Yeah.
Here's second and 8. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
You got tight right there.
Go. Smooth.
59.
To throw is Walker. Operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first and 10, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, Dudley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, pick up.
58, come on.
Back to throw. Eason. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Ready? 30 base. Squeeze.
Tighten up.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 2nd down now, Dudley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.